guys learn the duck call, and there's maybe a little confusion on a couple of sounds in particular, and they do kind of sound similar. But there's a feed call that ducks make when they're on the water, and then there's a chatter that they make. If you hear mallards circling, a lot of times they'll make that little chatter. What are the if you would demonstrate what those two sounds are, and then kind of tell us what the difference is, and how can hunters use it?
All right, the chuckle is just that's ducks that, to me, seem to be happy. They're flying around. They're looking real close like, yeah, I think we like what's going on here. So you always want to caution doing that whenever you're hunting. Because if that is ducks on the water, it's a bunch of them. Mm-hmm. So you got to have a lot of ducks moving. If it's just one duck feeding, it's just... So you can simulate that pretty good, but they both have their merits. A lot of times if ducks are coming, people still want to make racket at them. Mm-hmm. They just don't. They can't stand to be quiet. So I suggest either single quacks or just a little light, something like that. It just keeps the realism. But you just have to remember when you're doing that, your decoys have to be moving.
Your tongue doesn't move. What you got to do, Mr. Helms, is you've got to learn to say 10, 10, 10, 10. And the reason it's 10 is because, look, no pressure, but 10, 10, 10. When you say T sounds, there's old Jay's coming. When you say T sounds, it gives you some pressure because your tongue enables you to put pressure on these reeds. So what's the difference? No pressure. There is pressure. It all comes down to what one does with one's tongue. So when you blow a duck call right, you say, well, it's more controlled breathing. So it's... If it's a feed call, it's quick 10s, Helms. If I don't take my tongue and raise it up against the roof of my mouth and come down, all you have is... So it's got to be 10, 10, 10, 10. It's not that you come from your gut, it's just that your gut tightens up when you say the word 10. Everybody say 10. 10, you'll feel your stomach tighten up. That's why they've always said, well, you got to come from your gut. What they're really saying is you have to say a word that your stomach tightens to say it. 10, 10, 10, 10. So it's pressurized there. Any T sound, I'm saying 10 because 10, your tongue must hit the roof of your mouth twice. 10, it drops down on the T. No. 10, no. And that's exactly what you're doing. That's where your tongue is, and that's what it's doing with each note.
So I get out there, and what I find is a simple, well-made blind that Phil has put together, and he put it in a great spot. How do I know this? Well, as soon as we get there, gadwalls start coming in.
Right there, right there, right there. Yeah, oh yeah, come in. Get ready. Get ready, right here. Kill him.
Good here. Tonight, it's on. Boom, bow, boom, bow, boom, boom. Bunch after bunch after bunch after bunch.
Here comes one. Get ready.
We saw birds all morning. We were killing gadwalls, we were killing woodies, we were killing teal. This is back to what we're accustomed to. Wow, that was fancy.
Pretty fancy gun in there. I would say worthy of note, I actually saw with my own eyes Willie Robertson shooting a duck